want you to listen to me. I'm sorry there wasn't time for me to cancel our court date or find you another attorney.
I don't want another attorney.
I want you to ask Judge Goldberg, politely, Todd, for a postponement because your attorney's indisposed due to a most unfortunate accident. The judge will understand since she no doubt reads the papers. I'll call the clerk's office later today and arrange another court date in a few weeks.
Nah.
What? Nah.
I don't want a postponement. I don't want to go through with the hearing today.
But I can't...
Well, then I'll go ahead without you.
Tell me you don't intend to represent yourself.
I should probably lie now, right?
Probably.
Look, there's no reason for a postponement, right? I've already won the case. All I have to do is explain to Judge Goldberg what happened at the auction last night. You know, gee, Your Honor, I don't know what happened. I heard my wife talking to her, and then next thing I know, blah, 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 blah.
No. There is no blah, blah, blah in the courtroom, Todd.
Okay, fine. I don't know all the law stuff, but the point is there's no way that a judge is going to give custody to a raving lunatic like Blair.
If you go into that courtroom and represent yourself, Blair and her team will nail you to the wall.
Yeah, and if I sit around for a couple of weeks, then Blair's attorneys are going to have enough time to try and put a spin on it, figure out a way to make it look like the whole thing was your fault.
Look, I'm sure they'll be working on it, but I'm not nearly as worried about that as I am about you going in there.
I have been in plenty of courtrooms in my life. Believe me, I can handle it.
No, you can't. Listen to me. Do you understand what is at stake here? You will lose your daughter.
Don't you even say it. Look, I understand your point, all right? I am not stupid. But my point is, I have more to gain by pushing ahead now, while the image of you hurtling through shattered glass is still fresh in everybody's mind. Now, you did your part, and now I am going to do mine.
No, not on this. Listen to me. Haven't I always given you sound advice? Haven't I always kept your best interests in mind? Yours and Star's. Todd, trust me on this. Todd.
Mr. Manning, could you inform the court as to how you intend to proceed this afternoon without your attorney present?
By proceeding without my attorney, I plan to represent myself.
We must object most strenuously.
Go ahead, knock yourself out, baby.
Mr. Manning.
It's in your own best interest to delay. Why fight this?
Because this has gone on too long. Any further delays would be harmful to my daughter. Now, she doesn't understand what's going on. All she knows is that everybody has been upset since this suit was brought by Ms. Daimler. Now, I can try and protect Star Manning, but I can't control what her mother or her aunt or her cousins say or do.
Well, I appreciate your concerns, but representing yourself is not necessarily the best course of action. There are specific procedures to be followed in a courtroom.
I understand that, Your Honor, but what choice do I have? My attorney is in a hospital bed all busted up thanks to the plaintiff over here.
Objection.
What do you object to? I'm just telling the judge how it is.
If this is how Mr. Manning plans to conduct his own case, then I urge Your Honor to grant a postponement immediately.
I quite agree. This hearing...
Wait, can't you see what they're doing? They are so freaked out that I might mention something about what happened last night that they can't shut up. Look, let's make one thing clear, all right? My ex-wife pushed my current wife out of a second-story window. Now, all they want to do is delay things long enough to figure out a way to make it seem as if Miss Daimler was doing Mrs. Manning a favor by almost breaking her in half.
Your point is well taken, but I urge you not to compromise your case any further. In fact, I will not allow you to do that.
Judge, he has no right to bring unfounded and hysterical charges into this hearing.
Hysterical? Me?
Especially since the police have found the matter an accident.
Oh, right, an accident.
Mr. Manning, cease and desist.
Okay. I'm ceasing. I'm desisting.
Thank you. And you will remain silent, or I will be forced to take a good long look at your own emotional stability. Go on. on, Ms. Richardson.
I implore you to postpone this hearing before Mr. Manning's outrageous and destructive behavior
There is
goes any
nothing
further.
outrageous or destructive about me representing myself. Okay, maybe it's stupid, but there's nothing else.
Mr. Manning, if I may, as valid as your points may be, I am concerned only for Star. And I am not at all convinced that the child is best served by your representing yourself in this action. Therefore, for Star's sake, I will forbid you to proceed without your attorney present.
Mr. Manning's attorney is present. And accounted for. Your Honor, I apologize for my tardiness. There were extenuating circumstances.
Apparently.
But we are ready to proceed.
Well, let me bring you up to speed, Counselor. I was entertaining plaintiff's motion to postpone this hearing.
Oh?
And considering citing your client for contempt.
I apologize for Mr. Manning's behavior. The course has dragged on for some time now, and I assure you, if he misbehaved...
Trust me, Counselor, he did.
It came from an extreme sense of urgency to settle the question of his daughter's custody. I advised my client to ask for a postponement. Apparently, he felt so strongly about the need for resolution that he took matters into his own hands.
Then you won't challenge plaintiff's motion?
On the contrary, Your Honor, I want to hold this hearing today as scheduled.
Order!
I have come to realize that the matter of Star Manning's custody must be resolved immediately for the good of everyone involved, especially Ms. Daimler.
You may continue, Ms. Delgado.
Ms. Daimler has regrettably been through a difficult series of incidents with which this court is already acquainted. She is understandably stressed to the breaking point.
Objection, a medical opinion.
This is a sad reality.
Your Honor.
Overruled.
And unfortunately, when plaintiff snaps, she loses all control. Last night she had just such an episode when, without provocation, she pushed me through a second-story window.
Was plenty of provocation, Your Honor.
Ms. Richardson, please control your client.
It is our contention, Your Honor, that given her mental state, Blair Daimler is dangerous to herself and others, including her child, and that she is therefore unfit to take care of Star Manning.
I would never hurt Star. Objection, Your Honor, argumentative.
You will have your chance to refute, Counselor. I hope you can back up these contentions.
There were numerous witnesses who can testify to the events of last evening.
Do you need an adjournment to produce them?
No, Your Honor. One is already present in court. I'd like to call Ms. Kelly Kramer.